I am really looking forward to the cameras that Fuji is releasing this year. Frick! I am really looking forward to the cameras that Fuji is releasing this year. I have been shooting with Fuji for about a year, and I've been shooting with Canon for photos and video for about 12 years. And with Sony, I've been shooting with them for like 5 years, exclusively for video. I have been shooting with the Fujifilm X-T6 and the X-T50. The camera that I'm really looking forward to for them releasing is the Fuji X-T6. And these are the 11 things that I wish would be in the camera. So basically this would be like the Dream X-T6. It doesn't have to be in the X-T6. It could even be in one of their newer cameras that they're gonna release either this year or next year. But this would be like the perfect camera for me. Number one, the autofocus is a problem. Everybody knows this is a problem with Fuji, and I'm sure Fuji even knows about this and is probably addressing it in their future cameras. And mainly it just needs to be faster for video especially. The autofocus for photos is fine, but for video it's really just lacking. Also, the eye tracking is a problem because a lot of times it can literally like focus on the person right there that's like in the frame, like me right here, and then like if somebody walks in the frame and they're like 50 feet away, it might jump and just nail the focus on their face, which is just insane. So they definitely need to probably fix that. Another issue with the video autofocusing is that the camera actually will not even like hunt for the subject. It'll just literally sit there while you're trying to press the shutter down. You know how when you do that with Sony or Canon, it just will automatically, okay, at least try to like focus on something else or see what's in the frame. Fuji's like camera struggles with that very often, and that's like a huge problem. So if they can like fix that problem in their newer cameras, that to me is gonna be like golden. That'll make their cameras go from like an 8 to like a 9 or a 10. Number two, this is just my dream camera. So like I know people may agree with some of these and some may disagree because you're Fuji shooters, you've been shooting with Fuji for a long time. But someone who's like a Canon user or a Sony user, like I kind of would like some of these features in Fuji, which would to me would make it overall better. And for me, number two is the rotating LCD display. I wish that like how Canon, because if you're trying to like compose vertically, just a rotating LCD is just going to be so much better than trying to like, you know, shoot with something that like with Fuji's, it just literally just pops out like this, which is like, you know, not the best thing for shooting vertical. And I know on the X-T5 it tilts out like this on the X-T5 and then it goes like that so you can compose vertically. They just need to make the whole thing a rotating LCD, or they need to just do something like the A7R5 and just make that thing like super rotatable to like any direction. Honestly, what they should do though is like make it so that it can twist like this, but then also literally just go vertical and pop out, and it would just be perfect and it would be better. They also need to make the LCD display bigger, and the resolution on this needs to be better too, because that's where it's kind of lacking. Number three is the dials. The dials for switching to video and photo. They already have that on the X-T5, so they better please keep that on the X-T6. But on the X-T50, switching to photo and video, you have to press the drive button and go up and click to go into video. And by that time, you might miss the shot, and that is a problem. They need to make it so that you can like press a button to go straight into video mode, and you're literally have the settings that you would want in video. And it's not like, oh, I got to change my settings and everything. Now you'd be all confused and you're going to miss the shot when the moment's going to be over. So keep a dedicated dial or switch so that you can just definitely go straight into video mode, because that is absolutely crucial, I think, in this day and age. Especially any button should be programmable so that you can jump into video mode. One button, like you don't need to do all this jumping through hoops to get to video. That's crazy, especially when it's a hybrid camera. So number four, I think Fujifilm absolutely cooked with the film simulation dial on the X-E5, how it's designed. So instead, so you see how like the film simulation is here on the top left, and you can see all the film simulations. I don't know if you can, they're all like right here on the X-T50. On the X-E5, it would be like built in, so it's like flat, and it's like a little glass thing that you can see. I think the X-E5 design of that is really good, but you should have every film simulation dial from the X-T50 on the X-T6 if you're gonna add that in there. And you should make it so that they're all customizable to whatever film simulation you want. Number 5, the classic display mode that you guys have on the X-E5. When you're looking through the viewfinder, and when you're looking through the electronic viewfinder that mimics the 1980s film camera interfaces, it features that red LED style that shows the ISO, shutter speed, and aperture. That looks so cool. It looks like it's retro but futuristic at the same time. Like, that is one of the features that I really like from the X-E5. I hope you guys put that on the X-T6 because that was cool. Honestly, if you don't put it on the X-T6, I'll probably end up buying an X-E5 just to have that feature because I think it's really cool. Number 6 is, I hope that you guys have really good, this is just a personal thing, but I just hope that you guys have like a really cool mechanical shutter sound. The shutter sound on the X-T50, listen to this. Hopefully you can hear that, but it just sounds so good. It's like, I really like the mechanical sound on the X-T50, so hopefully you guys make a nice mechanical sound on the X-T6. Number 7, so here's another thing that I actually don't like. On your smaller cameras, I don't like the thumb joystick, the jump stick. I don't like the thumbstick on the smaller cameras. It's very tiny, and it just doesn't feel as smooth for if you're trying to like change your focus points and everything. Like when you compare it to like Canon's joystick, it's like a much bigger joystick, and it's like, it just feels smoother. You guys on your XH2S for Fuji, it's like you have that on there. So take your joystick from the XH2S and put it on the X-T6, because I know it's not on the X-T5. Okay, also for the back of the camera, so you see how there's no buttons for up, down, left, and right on these cameras. In these cameras, in these future ones, I hope you guys do put it up, down, left, and right on the back of the cameras. Like this camera on Canon doesn't. They have an actual like scroll wheel. I wish you guys could add a scroll wheel. That would be nice. But also make it so that the scroll wheel can also be buttons like up, down, left, right, diagonal, whatever direction, which I don't know why they did this on the R6 Mark II and took away the up, down, left, right. Like on the older cameras that I had, it had the scroll wheel, but you can like use it also as buttons. More buttons is a good thing on a camera, I think. Because then you have more things to customize, and then you can just like assign it to something. So I think I should definitely do that. Or if you don't want a scroll wheel, then at least put it up, down, left, and right, and make those buttons also programmable. Number 8 is the menu design. 3 things I just want to say about that. 1, the menu design is crazily complicated. Going from Canon and Sony, it's like, oh my, there's almost seems more advanced and like crazy customizable. But the issue that I have is like the design for like the text, the hierarchy is like bad. Like they need to make it so that it's better for legibility and readability and whatever. It's just like not right. And they should make like 3 different menus. 1, their original menu that's just crazy and needs to be changed, and a second menu that's like completely new design that's just like better and just better. And then a third menu that's like simplified, where it's like, okay, just like bigger, everything is like bigger and chunkier, but you can like see your shutter speed and ISO and your aperture in a like nice big chunky way. that is just easier to just look at, and I think that would be great. Also for the menu, they should make it so that you can make it like black and red. Like you can change the colors of it and make it like black and red, so that in like low light conditions it's like not super bright and you're just like, you know, looking at text that's red on a black background. I think that would just look really cool and futuristically nice. What I do like is the way the white balance looks when we are trying to change the white balance color, and it shows like all the different colors from red, green, blue. And I like that design. That is good. Keep that like the way that is. That looks really cool. Number 9. I don't know why this isn't a thing, but it should be. Unlimited film simulations. With all the technology we have nowadays in software, there should be no reason why we're only limited to like 7 film simulations that we can save. At least have 10 or 50 or 100. Unlimited might be crazy, but like, you guys need to make it so that we can have way more film simulations, because you might want 50 simulations and like one for every occasion, because you could have one that's like for cloudy days, sunny days, indoor, outdoor, in the studio, window lighting. It could be something like you're at a Disney World or you're at an event. I shoot a lot of Star Wars cosplay stuff, and it could be like, I can make one for maybe like, you know, stormtroopers or Darth Vader, or like, because like different suits and cosplays have like different type of exposures that you need to do. So I think that having unlimited film simulations, or at least more that you can save, would just be great. Number 10. I think a lot of people would love this, and a lot of people would buy the camera if you had built-in ND filters, or a built-in ND filter. That is another, like the X106 where it's a 4-stop. If you could have a built-in ND filter with like a 4-stop and a 6-stop in the camera, that would be insane. But I know just getting one in there is insane, but like, get a built-in ND filter in the X-T6, that would be wonderful. The built-in ND filter has literally saved me so many times. It's just been so good. A lot of people say the quality is really lower and bad. I'm like, man, it looks fine to me. It barely makes a difference. People are tripping. The last one would probably be is the most important to me out of all the features, is that I want for video the low light capabilities to be able to be better in higher ISOs. Like, get something close to the Sony FX3. The FX3 has been out since 2021. It's 2026 now. You guys should be able to have a camera that can do ISOs of 12,800 or something, 10,000 or ISO 8,000, something like that, with a clean ISO, or like a dual native ISO for your, so that it can just have better low light video. And because when I use low light video, I've tried it in Fuji, it just completely falls apart in higher ISOs. Anything past 3200 is just unusable. It just looks like it's like a weird painting that's like pasted, and just like, it's like weird, blocky, chunky, and I can't use that. Like, you can maybe use it as an artistic aesthetic, but like, if you're trying to use that professionally, that's not gonna look good. You have to bring in more light. But like with the Sony, you could hit that 12,800 and bam, you are looking with a 1.4 lens on there. It is looking super clean in the most darkest situations. And I'm like, so if Fuji can somehow figure that out, I'm even willing for you guys to go lower megapixels, because like, that's like the secret to actually having like higher quality low light video. Lower megapixels, like maybe make it so that the camera could go in 12 megapixel mode, and for video it's like boom, super clean video. So that's really what my dream camera would be if it was for the X-T6 or a future Fujifilm camera. And I hope that you guys make something like close to that, because that's really what I would want in a camera from Fuji from now, since I've been shooting with Canon and Sony for a long time. Yeah, and if you guys make that, that would be cool. Another cool thing, or I know you guys probably won't ever do this, but if you guys started making like cameras with like multiple different colors, like red and blue and like greens and gold, silver, and like straight up silver, like make your cameras have other colors, kind of like what Nikon does with their what is that camera? The Z6, I think. I forget what it's called, but anyways, that would be kind of cool if you guys implemented that, because now I've seen you guys do the black, the silver, and the charcoal. It'd be cool if you guys had like a gold camera or something, or like all white, or like some type of like navy blue, or like maroon or something. Like add a little bit of zing to the cameras. So yeah, I'm a cosplay photographer, videographer. My name is Master Ness. So I hope you enjoy this video, and stick around and see what other stuff I got coming and cooking. PK fire.